Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is Man is Not Sufficient Unto Himself by the Imperator AMORC, an article taken from Rosicrucian Digest, Volume 8, Number 3, April 1930. The Thought of the Month, Man is Not Sufficient Unto Himself by the Imperator AMORC. The great sessions and congresses of minds being held in many parts of the world today for the purpose of mutual discussion of man's needs and man's requirements show that there is a growing consideration of the fact that man, as an individual or a group of men, as a nation, cannot exist independently of other individuals or groups. We have those groups of high officials now considering disarmament and the abolition of war. We have other groups considering ways and means of establishing eternal peace. We have other groups considering methods for the establishment of a universal language and universal cooperation in business affairs. We still have other groups considering the ways and means for the prevention of strikes and strifes in business and the prevention of panics and financial troubles. All of these show a desire on the part of peoples and nations to come together and reason. No longer can the individual find peace, security, prosperity, and happiness without due consideration for the peace, happiness, and prosperity of others. We are reminded of the phrase in the popular song, "I want to be happy, but I can't be happy unless you are happy too." All that man possesses today in the enjoyment of life and liberty is the result of the heritage passed on to him by those who have preceded him and who thought of the future generations, or is the results of other peoples and other nations at the present time, thinking of those beyond their political and racial lines. The universal brotherhood of man is gradually accumulating strength, power, and most important of all, recognition. Where religion has failed to unite nations and races into one universal brotherhood, science will show the way and cosmic illumination will inspire the action. Since the announcement of the Cathedral of the Soul in the passages of this magazine, we have heard from hundreds of our members in all parts of the world who have awaited the establishment of such a central point for the unification of their love, their ideals, and their hopes and aspirations. They report that by lifting their thoughts as well as their gaze to a point high above the earth plane and free from the physical limitations of natural and political boundaries, all men of all races can now unite in one place at one time and find the essential element of universal brotherhood beautifully expressed. As we lift our thoughts and minds above the earth plane, all thoughts of strife and contest and of racial or political differences fall like cloaks of many colors from our spiritual beings. There is no need for these things the moment our feet leave the dust of the earth and we rise into a cosmic realm. And it will always be that as man lifts his thoughts above the material, mortal, changing, limited, sordid things of life, he will find peace, happiness, contentment, and universal understanding. It is only as we step down from the mountain heights into the quagmires of the earth, into the valleys, that we find the divisions that separate love and peace and reveal their shadows of hate and strife. In the cosmic, we find that we are all one and of the same God, of the same soul, and of the same mind. In the Cathedral of the Soul, our members report that they find music, inspiration, laughter, peace, happiness, and a vitalizing power that brings health and strength. Many letters have come to my desk showing that just one contact at a communion in the cathedral has caused a long-standing illness to leave the body, not to return. Others have reported that unpleasant conditions in the home have been changed as if by magic through one contact with the cathedral. Others have met there the masters, and the great teachers, while others have found illumination and an answer to problems that could not come in any other way. As these congresses lift their gaze above the sordid things of life and carry their problems and their hopes into the cosmic, they will find more unity, more peace, and the touch of universal brotherhood, and therein they will also find a solution for their problems. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.